Okay, funny personal story. I try to keep it light, but it was a very frightening day for me. It turned out my daughter had a rather rare birth defect that had folded a vein over, and our family doctor picked up an anomaly, and we just go in for a standard check, what sonogram or whatever, and that scary moment when the doctor comes out and says, we are sending your daughter to emergency right now, we're getting the surgeon, we're prepping her immediately. And 3 hours later, she was in the hands of an absolutely incredible doctor, Dr. Bach, vascular surgeon, one of the best in the country. And he took care of my daughter. It was 3 days of surgery to clear out this blockage in her vein. On day 2 of the surgery, Dr. Bach asked if I'd like to sit in the computer control room. I go in, I mean, we are blessed. I know we cuss a lot about all the bureaucracy of our medical system, thanks to a certain administration. But when you're in a life and death situation with your daughter and you're seeing the technology at work. So anyway, I'm sitting there talking with Dr. Bach. He's in the control room while the doctor that's with my daughter is working a rotor-rooter through her femoral vein going up this way. And he's monitoring the computers and everything else. And then right in the middle as he turns, he said, you know, Bill, your 1 second answer scared the hell out of me. I'm like, oh, it's okay, it's okay. He's in charge. You know, if we lose power, this whole thing here is just screwed. It's going to shut down. I'm like, that's my daughter. What she's referring to is our whole medical system. It has such a big kick me sign on it, and our dependency on it. And you witness somebody you love going through very miraculous types of surgery that were unthought of even 15 years ago, and the realization of what we could lose. And yeah, we're back Civil War era. And in one way we're even more handicapped because not all Civil War surgeons were butchers. Remember, they're dealing with horrific casualties. I mean, there was 50,000 plus casualties at Gettysburg. And if you did the math on the number of doctors that was there, doctor, if he spent 10 minutes with each casualty assigned to him, he'd be on his feet for 18 hours just doing the primary clearing. That's why they were amputating arms and legs, because they didn't have the time. But they were trained. Most of our doctors today, if they don't have that pad with them, or the computer, or the sonograms, the MRIs, all of that, even x-rays, they're screwed. Let me add, the gentleman that was talking before was talking about Garfield. There's a side note this historian's got to throw in. Alexander Graham Bell was called in as a consultant. He made the first metal detector. So he took 2 earphones from one of his phones and he set it up so that if it picked up a metal object, it was because there was pre-X-ray, they couldn't figure out where the bullet was. They had the entry wound, but they couldn't find where the bullet was lodged in Garfield. And Bell, after about 20 minutes, the doctors threw him out. He said, it's not working right, it's not working right. You sure there's no other metal in the room? Well, 6, 8, 10 days later, Garfield croaks. And they carry him out, and it was realized he was lying on a new, modern mattress spring mattress. And the metal detector was picking up all the springs in the mattresses. So, anyhow, we lose all of that. Yeah, hey, you want to think of something really creepy? And 1 year after, I wrote a toothache in because I was dealing with a bad tooth when I was writing the book. And I'm talking to my dentist about it, and he has a certain maniacal look to him. So I created, he's a character in book 2. Dr. Wiederman is a real dentist. Any of you go to him? He does look a bit crazy at times. And he was delighted that I wrote him in. But think about impact of wisdom tooth, 19th century. You die. Do you know how they got at you before anesthesia? They had to cut you from the outside to get in, and you're wide awake. Because to try and go into your impact, while you're wide awake, you'll choke. Yeah, but the elites will have their own